What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU, and today we have some Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness news. Now, I know it's actually been a pretty long time since we've gotten any news about Doctor Strange 2, but today, for those fans who are really excited for this movie, we have some great news for you, and I know a lot of people, of course, are excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's not forget that the ending and the events of Spider-Man No Way Home are going to tie directly into Multiverse of Madness. In fact, that ending that we see in the trailer where Doctor Strange says they're coming through and I can't stop them.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through and I can't stop them.
That looks to be pretty much when the multiverse breaks into madness. But we'll know soon enough what the actual story plot is going to be, or at least a little bit of a tease of it, because the teaser trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness should be coming pretty soon. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest news, especially when that trailer is going to be coming out. But let's talk about right now what we've heard. We've heard a little bit about the trailer, and thanks to some leaks, it looks like we could have a villain reveal. With so much happening in one movie, the repercussions of Spider-Man No Way Home, the events of Wandavision tying into Multiverse of Madness, the possibility of villains coming from other universes, there's just so much that could be going on. It's nice to get a look at who a potential main villain could be. But first, let's talk about that teaser trailer, because I know a lot of people are wondering, when exactly is this coming? According to a report from the account Big Screen Leaks, who is a very reliable source and a friend of the channel's, they stated the other day, just got word that the first trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is done and ready to go, hoping to get some details soon. Now, of course, with the hype of Spider-Man No Way Home, we sometimes lose sight of the other huge Marvel movies that are coming. And like I mentioned, and like everybody should know by now, Spider-Man No Way Home directly connects to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Just like how Spider-Man No Way Home is picking up right where Far From Home left off, pretty much Doctor Strange is going to pick up right where No Way Home is going to leave off. The fact that the trailer is done, and we should be getting it soon, makes perfect sense. In fact, more often than not recently, Marvel Studios' trailers overlap with films releasing in the theaters, just like Shang Chi was in theaters, but we were getting trailers for the Eternals. And since Doctor Strange is going to play such a huge role in Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home is going to most likely tease upcoming events in Multiverse of Madness, the fact that they would release the trailer soon after No Way Home releases just makes sense. But I am definitely betting that we are getting it after the release of Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm guessing probably sometime in January. Maybe a little bit later, since there were some delays and it got pushed back. But if it's done and ready to go, that means they're probably planning on putting it out soon. And from there, we'll learn a little bit more about the film and what to expect. Although it will just be a teaser. But like I mentioned, we have learned at least one of the villains that is most likely going to be in Multiverse of Madness thanks to a Lego leak. Now, disclaimer, we've had some Lego leaks be true in the past and not true in the past. But rumor has it right now that this leak is real. One of the villains for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to be Gargantos. Now, this is coming from Gargantos being on the box of a Lego set. And this is rather interesting news because at first we thought that Shumagorath was going to be one of the main villains, but perhaps somebody simply saw tentacles and thought that Gargantos was actually Shumagorath. But according to the rumors and reports, it is indeed Gargantos. And this is actually rather interesting because Gargantos is associated with Namor the Submariner, who is reported and rumored to be making his MCU debut in Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. Now, a lot of people are rumored to be making cameos in Multiverse of Madness, and perhaps Namor isn't going to make his debut in Black Panther 2, but perhaps he'll make his debut in Multiverse of Madness. If you don't know who Gargantos is, don't worry, not a lot of people do. Even if you're pretty familiar with the comics, he's only mentioned about 2 times. First in 1969's The Submariner number 13, and then again 20 years later in 1989's X Factor Annual number 4. Gargantos is a huge underwater sea creature that dwells on the continent of Lemuria. In Gargantos' first appearance, the Lemurian tyrant Naga sought to best Namor of Atlantis, so he did this by sending his monstrous champion Gargantos after Namor. However, that didn't really work. Namor defeated Gargantos and dethroned Naga. We then see Gargantos again related to Lemuria when the Lemurian villain Gur kidnapped Jean Grey. And to my knowledge, those are the only times we see Gargantos. But it is worth noting that both times that we see Gargantos, the X-Men are involved. And there are some pretty heavy rumors, and I have heard some things about the X-Men appearing in Multiverse of Madness. You've probably caught a few videos I've done on this. And if half the things I've heard are true, then things are about to get really, really exciting. But if you think about it, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a movie where literally anything could happen. You could introduce the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, you could introduce Namor, you could introduce anyone, and you could find a way for it to make sense. You could keep Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and have him in Doctor Strange 2, same thing with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. You could have the Scarlet Witch be a villain, an actual villain. She could be possessed by a demon god. Literally anything is possible with this movie when you combine masters of the mystic arts, magic, witchcraft, and then the actual multiverse on top of that. But this actually kind of complicates things and makes things rather interesting because even if Gargantos is in the movie, he may not exactly be from our universe. Keep in mind, Multiverse of Madness is going to introduce America Chavez, and her superpowers are literally the ability to create star portals into other dimensions. She has interdimensional travel, and from what we've heard so far, she actually is not going to originally be from our universe, but will come into our universe via her powers. This is where apparently Doctor Strange and Wong are going to run into her. After all, it is kind of their job to kind of protect their own reality, like Doctor Strange told Tony Stark in Avengers Infinity War. So other dimensional beings coming into the main MCU timeline is kind of a problem and kind of the job for the Masters of the Mystic Arts. And from what we've heard so far, when America Chavez gets to our world, she says that she was fighting some giant monster. This could possibly be Gargantos. Now, as far as why she would be fighting Gargantos in her world, who knows? We don't really know much about the movie at this point in time. There are a lot of rumors going around, and anything is really possible in this movie, like I said, but the good thing is we are going to be getting a teaser trailer for the movie relatively soon. Like I said, definitely after Spider-Man No Way Home, but hopefully not too far after that. But I want to know from you all, in a movie where anything is possible, they could literally bring in the old X-Men from the Fox universe into the MCU in this movie, what would you like to see happen? Because literally anything could happen, even if for just a split second while they're traveling through universes, it could still happen. So let me know what you'd like to see in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, and if you want to stay up to date on all Marvel news, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. And for live updates, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.